If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that makes a hangover look like a common cold. This is the Sports Box. The only opinion that matters. Here, throw one. Wait, it's right here.
Mine went farther.
Whatever. And it's right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Retard. Brian, how are you? That didn't go further than Mike.
It absolutely did.
No, it didn't.
Eye of the beholder. You have no idea what you looked at.
Anyway, yeah, suck it.
And you've been throwing things for what, a year?
Yeah, suck it. Anyway, we're going to talk about the round 2 of the Central Division Finals. We are going to talk about those Blackhawks against those Minnesota Wild. And what?
Nah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I must have messed up there. We're going to talk about the Blackhawks versus those Blues. That's going to be a good series.
No.
The Blackhawks are out?
Yeah.
What, are you kidding me?
No.
No.
They lost.
Oh my God. So that means it's the St. Louis Blues against those Nashville Predators? Wow. Has this landscape turned upside down or what? I don't believe it. How are the Blackhawks out? Were they swept? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I almost took a nap and they got out of the playoffs. That's unbelievable.
It went pretty quick, actually.
Oh my God.
If you blinked, it kind of, yeah. Well, I mean,
that is unbelievable.
Well, if it's any consolation, they scored about 3 goals in the series.
So let's get back to reality here. Taze, Kane, and even Crawford, nowhere to be found in this series. The Blackhawks of old were not the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks were very old in that series, showing their youth, showing their age a little bit, not stepping up to those fast Predators who were all over the place. And my boy Pecorine, what did I say? Pecorine has to come through one time. Had a great series. Mike Fisher contributing. Mm-hmm. You got guys on this team, that really stepped up and played well. Hats off to the Predators for moving on in this series.
No, we kid around. Obviously, we knew who was playing in the series, but
no, you didn't.
Oh, I knew. No, you didn't.
Whatever. Suck it.
This is not the series that really anybody had in their brackets.
No.
Because even if you thought that one might get upset, you didn't have the other one get upset.
And if you did, you're my wife because you just guessed.
Listen. Yeah, credit to Nashville. I mean, to go into Chicago and not let the Blackhawks score a goal on you in 2 games, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Victor,
there's nothing else you can say about it. I mean, what are you going to say about that? I mean, there's heads are going to roll in Chicago. This is not,
Victor Arvidsson, Philippe Forsberg, James Neal, Mike Fisher, Ryan Ellis. I mean, you got guys this year stepping up that all year have been stepping up. In the playoffs, they just had that jump. Mm-hmm. If you watch the games, they were all over Chicago. They took advantage of power plays. They killed off power plays. Pecorine made great stops for them.
He played great.
He played really, really well. And then you look at the other side, St. Louis taking out those Minnesota Wild, who I had Minnesota Wild going to the finals. Minnesota actually played really, really well in games 4 and 5. And they were throwing the kitchen sink, but I got 2 words for you, Brian, how St. Louis won this series. Jake Allen.
Uh-huh.
I underestimated Jake Allen. I knew he was an okay goaltender. I didn't think he was going to play out of his mind the way he did. He's been playing out of his craziness right now.
That's been their Achilles heel for years.
Yes.
Is they can't ever seem to get the goaltending to
Yep.
match what they have up front.
From Halak to Elliott to all kinds of guys coming in.
Oh, yeah. So you look at that team, and we said it into their series that, in other years, you picked St. Louis to beat Minnesota, but you felt Minnesota was going to be really good.
Yep.
I agree with you.
Yep.
And I love picking the Blues. The Blues are one of the teams I like to see do well because I just like the way their team is made up outside of the goaltender. But, again, Jake Allen, great year. For a team that, got rid of Kevin Shattenkirk at the deadline.
Change coaches.
To get Mike Yeo, former Minnesota coach.
Yep.
Lot of change here. They finished 10th overall in the league. I got to tell you.
They really turned it around halfway through the season.
It's a team to be reckoned with, and it's interesting. A lot of teams that give players away, not give away, but jettison players at the deadline for futures don't tend to see playoff success.
Paul Stastny, Patrick Berglund, Alex Pietrangelo. I mean, you got guys on this team that can put the puck in the net. I mean, they're believe it or not, I don't want to say they're a lopsided team. I mean, Tarasenko gets a ton of goals for them. But in the same sense, I think they're a little bit of a balanced team in the playoffs right now. They've all been coming together. Guys have been stepping up that haven't stepped up all year. And this is a dangerous St. Louis team. Are they going to beat the Predators? I don't know. It's soon to be determined, but I know the X factor is Jake Allen right now. I mean, Jake Allen, if he plays like he did in the last series, Nashville is going to have all kinds of problems scoring. But then again, you look at the Nashville team and the names I've given you, You got Subban there now on defense that tank him a little bit more. You got Ryan Ellis, you got Mike Fisher, guys that are really stepping up. Ryan Johansson. That really, what do you think of that? That really hasn't. That's panned out a little bit from the Columbus trade, but but in the same sense, I think Nashville is playing really solid. I think Nashville can win this series.
I think this is it's not a pick'em series to me, but it is pretty close.
Yeah,
and again, I'm sure that if you look at the NHL bracket challenges, again, not to beat a dead horse, but I will.
No.
Nobody had the series. No. Nobody really had the series, but
St. Louis is pretty good on the power play though, and a penalty kill. So that's going to be, I think, another. I hate to say X factor, but the X factor is St. Louis on the power play. If Nashville can slow them down, shut them down a little bit. Nashville can have a shot.
Well, I think that there's more up front for Nashville, especially more than recent years. Than I think the offense goes through Tarasenko so much that I think the difference in the series is going to be if they can find secondary scoring.
Yep.
If they can, I think they're in really good shape.
Yep.
Goaltending wise, it's close. Again, I'm not a Rene guy, but I'm going to give the guy credit where credit's due. Played a phenomenal series against a phenomenal team, and they wiped the floor with them. You cannot say enough about these two teams combined. Let one win to Minnesota and Chicago. Two teams that were like cup favorites.
If you look at the goals against average for both teams, they are identical, 2.42. Save percentage, Pekka Rinne has it by 0.3%. He has the nod over that. So you want to give it the hands-out goaltender, you really can't because they're both solid goaltenders. I will give a slight, and I mean slight, nod to Jake Allen, because he is the reason why St. Louis moved on in that series. If Jake Allen doesn't play the way he does, I think they get eliminated by Minnesota. But in the same sense, give Jake Allen credit, give St. Louis credit. They're moving on. My prediction with this game, like you said, Brian, this is a close game, but I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to say the Predators in 6. I think the Predators, they got that jump. They have that speed. Pekka Rinne, he can put another series like he did together. I mean, I think they can get a couple past Jake Allen. I think they can win the series.
I'm going to take the opposite side of that.
What a surprise.
As I think we've done in every series.
Yeah, what a surprise.
One of us is going to be right.
Every series.
St. Louis has been far in the playoffs for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the goaltending that's hurt them. And it doesn't appear that it's going to hurt them here.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is not the team that the Blues thought they were going to see in round 2 if they got there. But, again, a lot of the advanced stats guys like Nashville, I understand why that is. Mm-hmm. They're such similar teams, Mike. They really, really are. They're right before and after each other in offense, which is kind of surprising again given Nashville's history.
Yep.
The special teams though really, really favor St. Louis quite a bit here. Their penalty killing is the top 3. Their power play was top 10. If they can continue to expose Nashville's special teams, mm-hmm. I think that could be the difference in the series. Frankly, I'm going to take St. Louis to win this series. I'm going to say St. Louis does win it. It does take 7. It's not going to be easy, mm-hmm. but I do think the home ice at the end helps St. Louis. I just can't get over the fact that Nashville lost more games than they won this year. I can't pick. I don't feel in good conscience picking a team that has propensity to do that. And I really, really do like the way St. Louis is built. If they had a goaltender, they appear to.
Go Preds. Like that, didn't you? Anyway,
that was creative.
That was what? Every once in a while.
Did you plan that out? Or that was
that was just off the cuff. That was pretty good. Every once in a while.
I'm actually not surprised to hear you say that it was off the cuff.
Whatever. You can suck it again. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching our round 2 coverage of the Central Division Finals. But keep an eye out. We always got good stuff coming. You can always get us on social media.
Absolutely. And, we've been previewing all the second-round matchups across the NHL, so if you haven't seen us there, make sure you look for it. We have a lot of controversial picks, frankly, in the other series as well. So we're on YouTube, of course. You found us here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a lot of great content for everybody. But, of course, we're on social media as well. Whether it's Twitter or Facebook, you can look us up at Sportsbox Show and find us right through there. A lot of great stuff. I want to thank everybody who's subscribing to our YouTube channel. Hope to see more of you as well.
A lot of great stuff. It's all good stuff. What are you kidding me? Everything's good stuff here. Thank you for watching the Sports Box. Keep an eye out. We'll have draft coverage of the NFL coming up. Picks, who did good, who did bad. We'll have the NHL. Keep an eye out. And at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters.
What's right here?
Oh, God.
Wait,
I got pain. It's right here. Oh, my God. It's right here. Thanks for watching. See you.
This episode of The Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on The Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.